Have you ever had a feeling that something was about to happen and then it did? Is it coincidence or a psychic ability? This question has puzzled mankind for centuries, as the enigma of psychic abilities continues to baffle and intrigue us. Psychic abilities, or extrasensory perception, are often depicted in pop culture as the domain of fortune tellers and mystics. But what if I told you, it's not as fantastical as it seems? What if being psychic doesn't necessarily mean seeing the future in a crystal ball, but rather, it's an inherent ability that lies dormant within each one of us? To be psychic, in the simplest terms, means to perceive things beyond the ordinary. It's about picking up information not through our 5 basic senses, but through an inexplicable 6th sense. Now, this doesn't mean you'll start levitating objects or reading minds right away, but it does suggest that we might possess a heightened level of intuition or sensitivity to the world around us. There's a myriad of psychic abilities that people claim to have. Clairvoyance, for instance, is the ability to gain information about an object, person, location, or physical event through extrasensory perception. Precognition, on the other hand, is the perceived ability to predict future events. Then there's telepathy, the purported transmission of thoughts from one person to another, without using any known human sensory channels or physical interaction. But the question remains, are these abilities real? Or are they mere figments of our imagination, fueled by our fascination with the unknown? There's a growing body of research suggesting that psychic abilities might not be as far-fetched as they once seemed. Instead, they might just be an untapped facet of our human potential, waiting to be unlocked. So, next time you experience déjà vu, or predict something before it happens, don't dismiss it as mere coincidence. It could be a glimpse into the fascinating world of psychic abilities. Could it be that these abilities are not supernatural, but perhaps an untapped part of our human potential? As we delve deeper into this enigma, let's keep our minds open to the boundless possibilities that lie within us. Science may not fully accept the existence of psychic abilities, but there are some theories that might explain them. Let's dive into the fascinating world of quantum physics. Quantum physics, in simple terms, is the science that explains how everything works on the tiniest scales. Think atoms and subatomic particles. One of the most mind-boggling aspects of quantum physics is the concept of entanglement. This is where two particles become linked, and no matter the distance between them, a change in one will immediately affect the other. Could this be the underlying mechanism of psychic phenomena such as telepathy? Some suggest it's a possibility. However, it's important to note that this theory is still highly debated among scientists. Moving on to the theory of relativity, Einstein's famous contribution to physics. This theory has reshaped our understanding of space, time, and gravity. It tells us that space and time are not separate entities but are intertwined into a 4-dimensional fabric known as space-time. Some proponents of psychic phenomena propose that psychic abilities may be a manifestation of the ability to manipulate or perceive this space-time fabric in ways we don't yet fully understand. Now let's shift our focus to the power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is like a vast reservoir of thoughts, memories, and experiences. It's constantly at work, even when we're not aware of it. Some theories suggest that psychic abilities could be the result of the subconscious mind tapping into information that our conscious mind isn't aware of. This could potentially explain psychic phenomena, like precognition or clairvoyance. But what about the role of the brain? Some research suggests that certain areas of the brain may be more active in people who claim to have psychic abilities. These areas are often associated with higher functions such as cognition, perception, and consciousness. This has led some to speculate that psychic abilities could be linked to enhanced brain function or neural connectivity. However, much more research is needed in this area to draw any definitive conclusions. It's important to remember that these theories are highly speculative and not universally accepted within the scientific community. Many scientists argue that there is currently no empirical evidence to support the existence of psychic abilities. They believe that claims of psychic phenomena can often be explained by cognitive biases, misinterpretation of natural events, or even outright deception. But despite these debates, the search for a scientific explanation for psychic abilities continues. Many researchers are intrigued by the potential of the human mind, and are dedicated to exploring its untapped capabilities. They believe that by studying these phenomena, we may gain a better understanding of the human mind and its place in the universe. While these theories are not universally accepted, they offer a fascinating perspective on the potential of the human mind. Imagine moving an object with just the power of your mind. That's telekinesis. Telekinesis, often depicted in comic books and science fiction films, is the ability to influence a physical system without any physical interaction. It's the concept of mind over matter that has fascinated humans for centuries. Historical references to telekinesis date back to ancient times. It was believed that spiritual masters, oracles, and prophets had the ability to manipulate the physical world with their minds. In the modern era, individuals like Uri Geller, who claimed to bend spoons with his mind, brought telekinesis into the public eye. Yet it's not just individuals making these claims. There are numerous reported cases of telekinesis, from the movement of small objects like pencils and paper clips to larger ones like tables and chairs. Some even claim to have caused disturbances in electrical devices. But as fascinating as these cases are, they are not without their share of skepticism. The scientific community, by and large, remains skeptical about the existence of telekinesis. They argue that the evidence is largely anecdotal and lacks the rigorous testing needed to confirm such extraordinary claims. Moreover, skeptics point out that many instances of supposed telekinesis can be explained by tricks, illusions, or simple physics. For example, a spoon bending might be the result of a clever sleight of hand, or a paperclip moving could be due to static electricity. Despite the skepticism, research into telekinesis continues. Some scientists argue that while we may not fully understand it now, we shouldn't dismiss the possibility outright. After all, history is full of instances where what was once considered impossible became a reality with further understanding and technological advancements. So, does telekinesis truly exist, or is it just a figment of our imagination? Is it a testament to the untapped potential of the human mind, or simply a captivating myth? As with psychic abilities, the existence of telekinesis remains a topic of debate. Is telekinesis just a magic trick, or could there be a scientific explanation? This is a question that has intrigued scientists, philosophers, and curious minds alike for centuries. Telekinesis, or the ability to manipulate objects with the mind, is a concept that's deeply rooted in popular culture and folklore. But can it be explained by science? Let's begin by exploring some theories. One theory that's often proposed is quantum entanglement. Now, quantum entanglement is a physical phenomenon that occurs when pairs or groups of particles interact in ways such that the quantum state of each particle cannot be described independently of the state of the other, even when the particles are separated by a large distance. Some believe that telekinesis could be a macroscopic manifestation of this quantum phenomenon. Here's how it might work. If our minds could somehow entangle with the objects we're trying to move, we could manipulate them without any physical contact. Of course, this is purely theoretical, and there's currently no empirical evidence to support this claim. But it's one way people have tried to reconcile telekinesis with our current understanding of physics. Another theory points towards electromagnetic fields. Our brain, like any other organ, operates using a complex network of electrical signals. So it's not entirely far-fetched to imagine that these signals could, in theory, be harnessed to influence the world around us. However, it's important to remember that the strength of the brain's electromagnetic field is infinitesimal compared to the fields we interact with on a daily basis, such as Earth's magnetic field, or even the field generated by a refrigerator magnet. Now let's talk about the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a powerful tool, responsible for a vast majority of our brain's activity. Some propose that telekinesis could be a manifestation of the subconscious mind's untapped potential. The idea is that our conscious mind might be incapable of moving objects without physical interaction, but our subconscious mind, free from the constraints of logic and reason, could achieve feats that seem impossible to our conscious selves. In conclusion, while telekinesis is not scientifically proven, it's also not entirely outside the realm of possibility. The theories we've discussed today, such as quantum entanglement, electromagnetic fields, and the power of the subconscious mind, offer intriguing, albeit speculative, explanations for how telekinesis might work. These theories suggest that telekinesis, while not scientifically proven, is not entirely outside the realm of possibility. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the mind and the universe, who knows what we might discover? After all, science is a journey, not a destination, and the quest for knowledge is never-ending. We've delved deep into the world of psychic abilities and telekinesis, but what have we learned? Well, we've taken an intriguing journey into the enigma of psychic abilities, unearthing a world that is as fascinating as it is mysterious. We've discovered that these abilities, often regarded as supernatural, may not be as far-fetched as they initially seem. We've explored the possibility that psychic abilities might be an innate human trait, a dormant capability waiting to be awakened. We've also delved into the science behind psychic abilities, investigating theories that explain their existence. We've looked at quantum physics and the concept of quantum entanglement, suggesting that all things in the universe are interconnected. We've also considered the role of the subconscious mind and its potential to perceive and process information beyond our conscious understanding. Our journey then led us to the concept of mind over matter, the ability to influence physical objects using only the power of the mind. We've explored the theory that our thoughts and intentions can affect the world around us, a concept deeply rooted in ancient philosophies and now being revisited by modern science. We've also delved into the realm of telekinesis, the supposed ability to move objects with the mind. We've discussed the scientific community's ongoing debate about this phenomenon, acknowledging the skepticism and the lack of concrete evidence, but also highlighting the intriguing anecdotal accounts and the unexplained phenomena that continue to fuel this debate. But perhaps most importantly, we've come to understand that the world of psychic abilities and telekinesis is a complex and nuanced one. It's a world that challenges our understanding of reality, pushing the boundaries of what we believe is possible. So as we reflect on our journey, we see that the exploration of psychic abilities and telekinesis leads us to a broader discussion about the human mind and its untapped potential. Whether you believe in psychic abilities and telekinesis or not, they certainly make for a fascinating topic. If psychic abilities and telekinesis are real, what does this mean for the potential of the human mind? It's a question that has intrigued scientists, philosophers, and curious minds around the globe. With the possibility of these phenomena being real, we are compelled to reconsider our understanding of the human mind's potential. The human mind is an intricate and powerful organ, capable of extraordinary feats. If psychic abilities and telekinesis are indeed a part of this repertoire, they suggest an unseen potential that we are yet to fully comprehend. They imply that our minds might hold powers beyond our wildest dreams, powers that defy the laws of physics as we know them. This unseen potential could be our next frontier, a realm of exploration that could redefine our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Imagine if we could harness these abilities. If telekinesis was a skill that could be learned and refined, like playing an instrument or speaking a new language, it could revolutionize the way we interact with the world around us. No longer bound by physical limitations, we could manipulate our surroundings with a mere thought. The implications are staggering, from the mundane to the magnificent. Similarly, if psychic abilities could be unlocked and honed, our understanding of human communication could be revolutionized. We might be able to tap into a network of thoughts and emotions, a hive mind of sorts, connecting us on a level far deeper than words ever could. This could lead to a new era of empathy and understanding, breaking down barriers and bringing us closer than ever before. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. While the prospect of psychic abilities and telekinesis is exciting, it's important to approach it with a healthy dose of skepticism. These phenomena are still largely unproven, and the scientific community remains divided. Yet, the mere possibility of their existence is enough to spark our curiosity and drive us to explore further. This exploration is crucial. Whether or not we finally unlock psychic abilities or telekinesis, the journey of investigation will undoubtedly lead to new discoveries about the human mind. It's a journey that could reveal more about our potential, about the depths of our cognition, creativity, and consciousness. It might even lead us to abilities and insights we never thought possible. So we find ourselves standing on the precipice of the unknown, staring into the vast landscape of the human mind. It's a landscape filled with mysteries and marvels, with uncharted territories and unseen potential. And while we may not yet know the full extent of what lies ahead, the journey promises to be as exciting as the destination. While the truth about psychic abilities and telekinesis remains elusive, the exploration of these phenomena opens up a world of possibilities for what the human mind can achieve. So let's keep exploring, keep questioning, keep pushing the boundaries. For in the pursuit of the unknown, we might just discover more about ourselves than we ever thought possible. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Time Pilgrimage now and smash that like button for more thought-provoking content.